So, I just want to show you what a normal country does, what a sane company that actually cares about their customers and the people that put food on their table thinks when activists infiltrate their ranks. And we're going to be talking about Nexon, which is a South Korean corporation, and they noticed that some of their writers and artists were inserting feminist hand gestures in their game. So, as you can see, the gesture is popularized on South Korean forums, and it's one that's made to mock and belittle men by suggesting that they have a tiny penis. Now, many people in the West generally do not see the problem with this, and I know, like, you guys probably see it, but there's, like, so many that go, like, so what? And the only way to get them to see it is to have to reverse the gender roles. So if you imagine a movie like 50 Shades of Grey that appeals to a female audience, and most of the people that go there might be middle-aged housewives or middle-aged single women, and you know, they go there, they watch the movie, they get a little bit of immersion, and it's fine, right? But now imagine that the writer would insert empty cardboard boxes in various scenes in order to push their politics, you know, to push their bigotry. And it's like, oh, look, you're a middle-aged woman watching this movie rather than, you know, getting a husband and having a family. Would it not be fair for the people in charge to fire those guys? Like, would it not be common sense for the company that is producing that movie to say that they do not want this level of activism from within their ranks? Like, when you're hired by a company, they pay you to do a job. Like, they actually give you cash, believe it or not. And you are supposed to work for that company. Now, if you don't like it, if you want to spread your feminist messages or whatever, you can always start your own company. I mean, I hear that feminism is so popular and so in vogue that clearly if you start a crowdfunding campaign, you can make your own. I mean, look at moi. You know, I wanted a video game that's not being made, so therefore I started a crowdfunding. I'm not making a lot, but I'm also putting money from my own pocket. And with that, I'm creating something that I want to play, and hopefully the market is going to agree with me and they're going to play as well. That's the normal, correct way of doing things. The evil way of doing things seems to be to try and subvert corporations, to try and ruin things for other people. And if men in the West do not have a class consciousness, they are constantly being belittled by this, because I've seen this in Western video games as well. Like, I have seen it when they try to inject various politics, like they subtly try to put things that... And I remember that it's not even the people that are in middle management or the grunts. Like, for instance, if you guys remember, the director which made The Last of Us said in an interview that an entire episode which was dedicated to two old men fucking, right? Like, they actually wanted that. And they said that we understand that this is not what our target demographic wants to see. Like we know that this is not what the person that tunes in expects when they're watching a apocalyptic horror story about zombies. But I felt like the mother trying to sneak in the carrot inside the broccoli, because it's for their own good. Like, they need to be exposed when watching Netflix to two old men fucking. And I'm like, wow. I mean, wow, you know, like the level of contempt that they have to the people that put food on the table, that literally pay their wages, the level of, I don't even know how to say, like, arrogance to believe that he is our mother. Like, he knows what's best for us when we don't, right? So it's this level of attitude that people in the West constantly put up with. But it seems that it's not everywhere around the world. Like there are companies that actually want to make money. And you have people in Korea which are like, no, you're not going to insult our customers. Like, they are the ones that, say it with me, put food on our table, because that's what they do, right? So they're going to say, no, we're going to fire these people. They forced the entire company to sign renewed contracts. The ones that didn't sign were fired. The director said that, I don't know if it's a joke or not, but he said that he's not going to hire women that work on the game anymore. Like, if he's going to hire women, he's going to hire them in menial tasks. I think this is a little bit too far, but it's his company. And if, I don't know if the law in Korea allows it or not, but I guess, like, he still hires women. It's just like, if they keep doing this, you know, like what can you say? And the president of the company said it, and I don't know if he said it as a joke or not, but he said it that women aren't going to work on the actual game. If he hires more, they're going to do menial tasks. So I guess like the women that are already hired and weren't part of this thing, they can still keep their jobs. But like if he hires new one, they're probably going to be like legal department, marketing, HR, like anything else besides working on the game. Obviously this upset a lot of people on Twitter. Some of the women have tried to sue. Sorry, no, they didn't try to sue. They called the cops on the employees. Apparently, nothing happened because the employees didn't do anything wrong. But I genuinely like do not understand these individuals. Like, man, do you know how many people wish they could work at a company like this? Like, to create entertainment for the masses. Like, your job is probably so good. You're sitting at an office. You're drawing anime. You're making video games. I mean, it's fucking awesome, isn't it? Do you know like how many people would want to do this job? And you're like, oh, well, it doesn't pay well. Yeah, but you're not a truck driver, are you? You're not a person working on a construction site, are you? You know, on a skyscraper, looking down on the world and thinking that every next step is probably going to be your last. You're just sitting there drawing anime girls. And apparently, like, that's not enough. No, you want to change society. You want to change the very fabric of humanity because your ideology is so great that it requires you to infiltrate companies in order to pull this shit. Like, literally, no one would read about your ideology. So you need to hijack someone else's platform, someone else that actually gets people to be interested because they make something wholesome. And you're like, okay, well, I'm going to push my ideas in. And then you go Pikachu face when the boss fires you. Because the boss is like, hold on a little bit. I actually have to pay people. I actually have to pay employees. I actually have to pay taxes. So I can't afford to have my customers be pissed off because someone is making these jokes in my video game. Which, again, reflect bad on the company. It doesn't reflect bad on the artist that made it. No, like, it reflects bad on the entire production team. So that's not fair towards the women that aren't pulling this shit, now is it? So yeah, they have the zero tolerance policy. I don't even know what this game is, by the way. Never played it. And I don't even know what this game is, but I'm fascinated how the people on Twitter, you know, the tourists, the one that freak out about kids and shit, they're not upset that this little girl is talking about penises with her hand gestures. Complete silence. Like, everyone, no outrage whatsoever. Not even a peep. Oh, the coffin of Andy and Lele. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, no. Oh, Dios mío. Oh, Saint Mary Joseph. What is happening with our culture? This one, crickets. Absolute crickets. They're probably going to be upset about it now, though. Like, I'm pretty sure after they fired their feminists, all of a sudden, they may start getting upset. Interesting, isn't it? What is this game about, though? Should I check it out? No idea, but the controversy was delicious. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.